Yep. All right. Week 4, guys. Almost there. Ready. And... all right, that's enough. All right, guys, power rankings, week 4. Am I excited to make this video? No, I'm not. Was last week a must-win for me? Almost. We thought it was. This is the real must-win week. But anyways, we'll get off me. We'll get into the power rankings. Number 10, kicking it off at number 10. Huge surprise here. It's Gavin. Who would have thought, right? Only 0-4 team in the league. I mean, he's got more points than me and like Trevor and Jake maybe. But he's 0-4. I mean, I'm sorry. If you're the only winless team in the league, I have no choice but to put you at 10. I don't care about points. You got to win a game. So, from here on out, I mean, I feel like I've said this 3 straight weeks for Gavin, but it's must win. This is truly must win. I mean, he can say it's not all he wants. If you're 0-5, you're not making playoffs. Never happened, never will. So yeah, number 10 is Gavin. Back against the wall. Now, back against the wall, similar situation is me. Now, I'm number 9. Have I ever been in this position before? No. This is uncharted waters for us. I normally dominate. I'm normally the best. This year we faced some adversity early. Now, they say, champions, winners, go-getters, guys who get after it, they fight through adversity. Well, adversity's on the table for us. How will we respond? We'll respond by winning out. I'm literally gonna win 8 straight. And then I'll lose like week 14, but it won't matter. So yeah, I'm number 9, whatever. Power Rankings committee has a bias against me, but I don't care. I'm going to prove them wrong. I'm going to prove all you guys wrong. It's going to be crazy. Number 8 is Connor. Connor's 1-3, Team is okay. I think Connor last week Connor was number 5 last week, so he dropped 3 spots with the loss. It's just tough. I mean, I don't know what happened to Ramondre. The dude has butterfingers, can't hold the ball anymore. So all of a sudden, like, is Ramondre even playable? I don't know. So, Connor's number 8. Number 7, this is where it gets interesting. We're in week 4 now. There's some nuance to this stuff. Number 7 is Jake, even though he's 3-1. But what's crazy is he's 3-1. He has less points scored than me, and I'm 1-3. So Jake literally has the least points scored in the league. Yet somehow he's 3-1. Part of that's because of me taking out Juwan Jennings, but whatever. So yeah, and he just lost Rashee Rice. I mean, this is the nuance that I was talking about. Yes, Jake's 3-1, but his team was already on the brink, made a trade, tried to save the season. Unfortunately, right after the trade, Rashee Rice either tore his ACL or I don't know, because apparently it's not confirmed what it is now, but he's fucked. I'll tell you that much. So, unfortunate, but Jake is number 7, even though he's 3-1. Number 6 is Trevor. Now, does that piss me off? Yeah, because I should be above Trevor. My team's better than his. But Trevor is 2-2. He got a big win. Kenneth Walker came through in the clutch. He had like 3 touchdowns on 12 carries. So shout out to Kenneth. He was my guy last year, so I respect him. Do I love Trevor's team? No. Do I think they'll fall off? Yes. But he just had this week was Trevor's strongest week of the season. So he's trending in the right direction. Maybe Trevor knows something that the rest of us don't. Who knows? But yeah, Trevor number 6. Number 5 is Cole, coming off a disgusting week. Like, what did he score? Oh my God, 65 points. God. These rankings were tough, but I mean, for that, God, Cole should be last for that. I mean, that's disgraceful. But yeah, somehow Cole finds himself at number 5. That's how ugly it's been this year. I mean, that's why I'm not out of it, because, I mean, Cole's 2-2. He's 1 game ahead of me. And that was gross. I'm going to beat his ass this week. Just for that. So yeah, Cole's number 5, not for long after I whoop his ass this week. But number 4 is Ben. Now, did I talk a lot of smack to Ben leading up to the game? Yeah, trying to hype the boys up. Is what it is. Some came through, some didn't. Some would say the refs are against me. Calling that Amari touchdown back would have been game-changing. But, you know, it is what it is. Ben is number 4. Now, does Ben think he, like... I mean, the trade Ben made with Caleb was stupid. I mean, yeah, Chuba won you a week. That's great. But Jonathan Brooks is literally back in a week or two. And Debo played this week. So, I mean, just stupid. But right now, Ben's number 4. I mean, this was a good week for him. I'll say hats off to Ben for this week, but you sold Debo away for a week for 1 win. Is that worth it? I don't think so. Not when you're really only a game ahead of me and 2 games ahead of the person last. It's not that dire for a win right now, but whatever. Number 3, I don't know if these changed from last week. Oh yeah, they actually did. Caleb dropped from 1 to 3. Now, in a just world, Caleb at 2-2 now should be lower than top 3, but like I said, the league is gross so far, and Caleb at 2-2 is still the clear number, like a top 3 team. That's how disgusting it's been. But, I mean, Caleb's team is good. Dan bested him, and Breece Hall forgot how to play football, like, out of nowhere. 10 carries for 4 yards. I mean, he should be killed for that. But, yeah, Caleb's number 3. Number 2, this is the top 2, you know. There was some excitement. Number 2 is Dan. And obviously number 1 is Liam. Now, I think they flip-flopped. Yeah, last week Liam was 3, Dan was 2. Now, what was it? They were super close. Dan actually put up a few more points. Dan put up 127. Great week out of Dan. And Liam put up 121. Also great week out of Liam. The reason why Dan at 4-0 and Liam at 3-1 are not, you know, Dan first, Liam second, is because of the outlook on these current weeks. I mean, Dan is 4-0, like we just said, so he has the ability to kind of coast for a little bit. And, you know, that's why I traded for Kupp. That's why I traded for CMC. But, you know, until he gets those guys actually on the field, his team is not better than Liam's, you know? I mean, Dan this week is definitely going to be fighting for a win with Saquon out. And Liam's got, like, top 5 guys at every position. Like, it's kind of retarded. So, for right now, Liam at 3-1 is the top team in power rankings. Dan at 4-0 is number 2. So, yeah. I mean, I'm pissed about these rankings. Let's be real. Me at 9 is actually... It's disrespectful, it's disgraceful, but it's bulletin board material, and you know what? We're going to use it. So, yeah, guys, those are power rankings. Week 4. You know what? I'm guaranteeing a win for myself this week. When I come back on this video next week and do the power rankings again, I'm going to jump up because I'm going to win in dominant fashion. I'm telling you right now, Cole is done. But we'll revisit when, you know, the prophecy happens.